Predator Killer of Killers is the brand new Predator movie out on Disney Plus right now, and it's an animated anthology movie where we follow people from three different time periods in history fighting off against unique predators. Now, ever since Prey back in 2022, I've been so excited for the future of Predator, and I am of the opinion that the original film is an action classic. I love that film so much that I wrote an essay about it just a few months ago. You'll be happy to know that I did pass it. So whenever a new Predator movie got announced or a new Predator show or whatever, I was so excited. And then I heard we're getting two Predator movies this year. This one, Killer of Killers, and Badlands out in late October, I believe. So we have got Predator fever this year. And I was so excited for Killer of Killers. I mean, an animated Predator movie, already that wins me over. But then you're doing an anthology movie where people from different historical periods fight off against unique predators. I'm on board immediately. And last night I gave it a watch. And I'm happy to say that this movie is easily one of the best films in the franchise. So as I mentioned, Predator Killer of Killers is an animated anthology movie where we follow three different people from three historical time periods. We follow one from Viking times, one from 1600s Japan, and one person in World War II. And each one of them fights against their own predator using their specific set of skills. And this movie is absolute carnage. This is exactly what the Predator franchise should all be about. Interesting character work with some really cool stories in there with really cool and very, very gnarly action. This movie does a really good job of giving each of these characters some really solid character development in short spaces of time. Like, you only see each of these characters for like 20 minutes, but their stories and character developments really do work. My favourite story was easily the 1600s Japan setting. I said it in my Karate Kid Legends review. I'm a big fan of early Japanese culture, samurai and all of that. I'm a big fan of martial arts. And that story had all of that. So you can obviously tell I was very satisfied. And I really like that this movie was very subtle with its storytelling. In fact, the Japanese story has hardly any dialogue. I think there's about two lines said twice, like two lines said twice in the same movie. And that's it. There is hardly any dialogue apart from like screaming, but you understand everything that's going on. And in turn, my only flaw with this movie is when this movie is actually talking too much. And that's mainly with the World War II main character. Now, he does have some really cool, subtle story moments, but he's a bit of a chatterbox, that's his whole personality, which of course is fine, but he did get a little bit annoying for me sometimes. But all of these stories really do work, and I really did like the themes about it, especially in the Japanese one. One's about brotherhood, being oneself, being brave. It all just really works. It really does work for the Predator franchise. And it all culminates together to a crazy third act. I'm not going to get into it too much, but let's just say the third act of this movie was crazy and I very much enjoyed it. And technically, I think the film was absolutely brilliant. The animation, oh my god. Now, it's not really cinematic level. This isn't really animation I watch in a cinema. It is very much made for straight to streaming movies. But even then, the animation in this movie looks far better than many other movies. It's just such a unique animation style. It's obvious that they took inspiration from the Spider-Verse movies because of like the low frame rate of the characters moving. But it really does work. And some of like the shots in this movie, oh my god, chef's kiss. And I really did like the fight scenes in this movie. As I mentioned, there's a lot of them, and they get very creative with them. I especially really like the Viking fight. That was really well done. How she has to maneuver around, using like a broken shield against this massive predator. You feel like, yeah, she's dead, but she uses her skills and her mind, and it really does work. And I really think the voice acting was very strong too. I've never really heard of any of these actors, but they were all really good, even if some of them didn't really speak much. So overall, I thought Predator Killer of Killers was an absolutely amazing Predator film. Easily one of the best in the franchise, probably my second favourite, just behind the original of course. It is absolutely brilliant. A unique set of stories set in the Predator universe, expands the lore a little bit more. Gorgeous animation, gnarly fight scenes, really great character development in a short space of time, really solid voice acting. If you love Predator movies, this is definitely one you should watch as soon as you can. I'm going to give Predator Killer of Killers a very, very solid 9.5 out of 10. And people, that is the end of my review. If you have seen Predator Killer of Killers, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.